Welcome to ZooBricks. My name is Maxine and I'm trying to build the world's largest Lego zoo. Now, in my last video, I showed you how I was getting on with my botanical gardens build. I did it with like 3 or 4 actual sets of the Friends Botanical Gardens. And since then, I've been working a little bit more on that project, improving it more so because I wasn't actually massively happy with it. Even though you guys gave me some really positive feedback, which I really appreciate, I still wasn't happy with it myself. There were certain aspects of it which I just thought looked a little bit rubbish. So I've been making some modifications on that and I'm curious to see what you think. So I'm currently in the painstaking process of taking it apart again, which is really frustrating. But I figured I might as well do it now before it's in the zoo, because if not, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. So what I've decided to do is 2 things. Number 1, I wanted to raise the actual building up so it wasn't just sat on the flat base plates. And number 2 is I'm going to put a floor in, an actual tiled floor in. Not that crazy colors, but obviously just so it's not green, so that when you look inside of the building, it's not just green. So it's a little bit tricky because it's not like modular, it doesn't like come apart. It probably would have done if I had followed the original instructions, but because this is a custom build, it comes apart in like a million pieces. So goodness knows if this is going to go back together the way that I want it to, but I'm hoping that it'll look a little bit nicer, being a little bit more raised up. It means that the waterfall in the pond will be a little bit more significant, and of course the inside of the building will be tiled now. So, and of course Odin's here to help. Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. So I finished one little section of the botanical bit with a new tiled floor, which looks pretty good, I think. I have put a few studs in here and there, just for minifigures and that to stand on. So I'm hoping that that'll look pretty good. It's a little bit stressful because it's in a million pieces now. This is the next bit here, so I've got to get all of that off the deck and onto this new plate that's been raised up. Okie doke. So I've moved everything on to this base plate, so it's 1 brick taller, and I've done the floor. So I've gone for a tiled look, which I think looks pretty smart. It looks a lot better than it did just being on the green base anyways. So now comes the part of trying to put it all back together and hope that I don't break it. So here we have it. It's taken longer than I want to admit, but it's been raised up and it's got a floor on the inside now, so it looks pretty smart. So now it's time to build a little pond there and add some vegetation and some slopes and everything around the outside to try and help blend it into the landscape a little bit. Okay, so here we go. I've gotten as much done as I can at the moment before I actually connect this to the zoo. So today I've focused a lot on foliage and planting and sorting the water features out. So it's not quite there yet, but I have gotten most of the planting there that I would like. So one of the things that you'll notice that's a little bit different from the last video that I put up about the botanical garden is that this roof is different here. Now it used to be that I had two of the segments in, just like that one there, but just next to each other, and I didn't really like it, if I'm brutally honest. So I decided to try and create a singular roof to make it seem like this was all actually one unit that was meant to be. On the inside there, you can see the tiled floor, which looks pretty smart. And this is just the standard planting that comes with the botanical garden set there. So I'll just put that back down ever so gently. One thing I want to mention as well, just a little technique when planting flowers to try and make them look more realistic, is that I haven't actually put a flower on every single stalk. Because if I did, then it would just be a repeat of the 3 same flowers over and over and over again. So by kind of mixing and matching and just putting 2 out of 3 on, there's a couple that I've put all 3 on, but not very many. It just kind of adds these little blank green stalks in the middle and gives it a more kind of natural appearance, not having them fully fulfilled. Obviously, if you have any tips about making the flowers look really realistic, then do let me know. On the back of the building here, I've still got the 2 doors that I had in before. I haven't really figured out the solution for the double door crisis, but never mind, I'll sort that out at a later date. I managed to fill in these little gaps here, so now it is a sealed building using various wedge-shaped plate there, and everything up here is sealed in as well, so it is actually a tight building now. I haven't finished this actual large pond yet. I've just had to order some kind of trans blue plate to put in. These are trans blue 1x2 bricks, but I'm thinking about putting the plate in the actual pond, just so it's not, we don't fill it up too much with water, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm gonna mess about with it when they come. I really wanted to put the fish pieces in, but I think the fish pieces are meant to go underneath other trans blue bricks, so not really sure if I can use them or not, but they kind of need to go underneath, but you kind of put them underneath a 1x2 brick or else they just disappear, you kind of see them. So that's what I'm up to at the moment. Built a little dock, nothing too exciting. I've added some little features inside of the pond here. And this is the original tree that comes with the botanical garden set, which I've kind of set on a little island there. I haven't done anything with footpaths yet because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to attach this to the zoo. It is going to be going over there where this goat is. It's going to slot in there, I think, because I can't put it here because that path, there's not enough room for that path here, because this is the front of the botanical garden. And I just don't think it's going to be too tight if I put it there. So I'm going to have to sit it back a bit. So we'll have to think of a different idea for that green area there. But overall, like, I'm way pleased with it now than what I was. I'm so pleased that I decided to raise it up a little bit. I know it's not much, but it makes a little bit of a difference. That little bit of gradient, it helps make it look a lot more realistic. I love the flowers. It really helped with the pop of color. And out the back here, I have got some seating in that I've made, which is part of the original botanical garden set using these serpent pieces. Really straightforward. So I'm going to dot these about once I figure out what's actually going to go in this backyard area. I hope you enjoyed that little update video of the botanical gardens. Apologies, it's taken me a while to get one out. It's been half term at the zoo and it's just non-stop all of the time. So getting time to work on this botanical garden has been a little bit tricky. But now that this is looking a little bit smarter, I'm more pleased with it. Now, for those of you who have been keeping an eye on the Lego website, on the 1st of June this month, they released 3 different animals, 3 new animals. So the red panda came out, which is pretty cool, and that's in like a little cheapy set. It's like $8.99. It like sold out instantly. So if you do want a red panda, which I do, definitely go on the website because it's back in stock now for $8.99. They also released a gorilla kind of jungle explorer set as part of their Lego City series, and that comes with 2 adult gorillas and 1 baby gorilla. And there's also a new tiger that's been released as well. And the tiger is a little bit different. So this is the tiger that you currently can get. It's got quite a lot of stripes on it. There's quite a bit more detail and it's kind of almost got like a bit of a yellowy kind of cheatery color to it. Whereas the brand new tiger that's listed in the new city set has actually got like a much kind of more orange color and far less stripes. So it's pretty cool because it's almost like a different like subspecies of tiger. well, that's the way I'm going to look at it anyway. So check those new animals out if you haven't seen them already. You'll be glad to know I've signed up to do the Shildon Brick Show this year, which is in the northeast of England. And also I've put my name down for Bricktastic in Manchester next February too. So I'm going to start trying to get my head around different like exhibits that I can actually kind of transport and take to these shows, and obviously meet some people. So definitely put those ones in your diary. Shildon's in November and Manchester's next February, so I can't wait. And of course, if you haven't done already, please do remember to subscribe to the ZooBricks channel and like this video and support me as I build this massive zoo. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I shall see you very soon.